Also, within this idea of where is the lantern positioned, you want to think about, is it coming from the back of the auditorium, shining right the way through? Is it right at the front of the auditorium, bearing down very sharply onto the actors? Is the lighting coming from on the stage? Is it on stage lighting? For example, a lamp or a chandelier or a candle. So you need to explain where those lanterns are positioned around the theatre or on the stage and why you've chosen to put them there. Next up, the transition. So the transition would be when the light comes on. So if I were to walk into a room and flick a switch and turn a light on, it might be that the light comes on immediately, really quickly. And we would call that a snap, because it's like a snap. The lights are suddenly on. And if we were to transition out of a lighting state with a snap, boom, the lights are gone. Okay? Think about the effect of that. If you are in blackout, you can't see anything on the stage, and then suddenly snap, incredibly bright lights shining across the whole of the stage, that's going to have quite an effect on you as an audience. It's going to be quite a jump, and it's going to be quite an intense feeling to suddenly see all this light there. So is that the atmosphere you're trying to create? Or would you rather have a fade, which means that the person turning the brightness of the lights up turns it up gradually. So the lights come in gradually and we're eased into this scene nice and calmly. Again, what atmosphere are you trying to create, and how will your transition choice create that atmosphere? Will it be a snap, really quick, or a fade in and a fade out? And finally, the symbolism. Again, what is the lighting telling you as the audience above and beyond what the dialogue tells you? So what are the choices that you as the lighting designer have made telling the audience? Maybe there's something that the characters aren't saying, or that the characters don't yet know is going to happen, that you can show or forewarn through your lighting design. That is what symbolism is. Again, have a little look at this extract here and make notes on which types of lanterns you're going to use: parcan, Fresnel, spotlight, floodlight, on-stage lighting. Look at the key terminology for lighting. Make sure you're using the correct one. Make notes on where the light is going to be positioned and where the light is shining onto the stage. And think about your transitions. Is it a snap in and out or a fade in and out? And what is the symbolism of your choices? Off you go. Finally, we're looking at the top band ideas for lighting design. If you want to reach those top band levels, these are the things that you need to include. So combine multiple lighting states in one idea. So you could decide that you're going to have a parcan shining one color on the stage and a Fresnel shining another color on the stage. And these two shades of different colors coming together are going to create a new color, which is going to create a certain atmosphere. Perhaps you want to have a street lamp downstage right and a spotlight on the inspector downstage left, and you want some blackout in the middle. What is the combination of those two lighting states telling us? Perhaps you want to backlight a window upstage right, and you want to have a spotlight with a wide beam around the Burlings downstage left. What are those two things showing us? So think about combining lighting states on the stage to create an effect. Secondly, the quality of the beam of light. So I talked earlier about the lantern, which is what the light sits in, and then the beam of light, which is the light that's projected onto the stage. Is that dim or bright? Has it got a hard edge focus, which means it's sharp around the edges? Or has it got a soft edge focus, which means it kind of blends into the darkness at the edges? Are the barn doors creating a narrow beam or a wide beam across the stage? And finally, how does this create a contrasting atmosphere with another point in the extract or the wider play? How does the lighting here contrast